What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Jobber Radio Prediction League right here on Jobber Radio on the YouTube channel. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, No Mercy 2017 just took place. We're going to go over the results, the main highlights of that, and we're also going to preview in just a couple weeks Hell in a Cell. We have the first ever Hell in a Cell match thanks to Redhead12, who submitted the idea on the last video. I asked a bunch of people to come in and make some new match suggestions. I did like quite a few, but this is the one that we're going to use first, and it's going to be right here on our next show, Hell in a Cell. But let's talk about No Mercy first. If you're on the homepage here, you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see the most recent Jobber Radio Prediction League events. These are the past shows. So you see No Mercy right here. We also had a house show, which was 2 days before No Mercy. It was the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor. Death Before Dishonor. I don't know if I said that right. Death Before Dishonor Ring of Honor show, where it had Cody defend his title against this guy right here. Yep, that guy. So the show was good. I wish we had a little bit better turnout, but it still wasn't bad. I encourage people to tune into those because they are a lot of fun, and it encourages to watch more wrestling than just the WWE because, let's face it, sometimes you need a little bit more than the WWE in your life. So, good show there. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and congrats to the winners. But we're here to talk about No Mercy, so you're going to click those results, and here we go. Loading it on up here. The World Championship was on the line when John defeated Modstep. He would have fought Tagaby if Tagaby won at that house show, but John beat Tagaby, and then John decided, you know what, I'm just going to defend my title right here, right now. He beat Modstep in the main event, and a really high-scoring match, 41-38, almost match of the night quality right there, if it wasn't for the top block title match, which was only 3 points higher than this match right here. So we're talking extremely close in the match of the night category, which would have been another for John. Wow. So anyway, John successfully defended his title, but here was the big story of the pay-per-view. Coming into No Mercy, I noticed, hey, let me just look and see who hasn't showed up yet. And there was a couple names that I was surprised about. One of them was Crimson Cyborg, who was one half of the tag team champions with 3J Platinum. Now, that was the main event. That was supposed to be a rematch from SummerSlam. They were supposed to defend their titles in a rematch, just a three-way tag team match for the titles. But Crimson Cyborg completely no-showed. We didn't know where he was. We don't know what happened. Soon, you're going to find out on the news here on the website, jobberradio.com. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming later on this week. But anyway, and it's all kayfabe, by the way. I already talked to Crimson Cyborg. I know what happened. Also, Bastion was also a no-show, and I already talked to him. Again, it's all kayfabe. They're fine. Everybody's good. Don't worry about it. But it's all in good fun. We're going to spin this around and have a nice little story play out. But I do have to point out that we changed this match to a number one contender match at Hell in a Cell, where the Solution did come out on top, 76-58. But since there was a no-show, I have to bring some kind of punishment into effect here. This is non-kayfabe here, because this is, after all, a competition. And since the titles were supposed to be on the line, and this is going to be, I'm going to probably make this a hard rule for all titles. If you no-show a title match, you're not going to lose the title right away. If you no-show a second title match, you will be stripped of the title. But if the first offense takes place just like this one did, this is a new rule that is just being made up right here on the spot. You will defend your title at the next show against whoever it was going to be against. In this case, we had a number one contender match, so it's going to be against the Solution, and you're going to have 10 points docked off of your final total. So 10 points will be removed from the regulators when they defend their titles at Hell in a Cell against the Solution. So going into that match, the Solution already have a 10-point advantage. So we'll see how that plays out. More about that, I guess. I kind of already ruined that part. But anyway, coming up later on. But we had the streak of Redhead 12, 6-0 coming into this match, going against the streak breaker. Super Hippo has broken so many JRPL superstar streaks, and yet again defeats somebody else's undefeated streak. Super Hippo retains the Top Block Championship 44-38, a very close match. It was match of the night, but you know what? It could have been a little bit better because Redhead actually kind of goofed a little bit, duplicating confidence points. I didn't catch it. If I would have, I mean, there's so many coming in. If I would have noticed it, I would have said something, but I did miss it, and I believe he had 3 points twice. So what that means is whatever match takes place first, so whichever one, I think it was The Miz. I could be wrong on that, not sure. But anyway, whatever it was, he had a match that was worth 3 points. And then that meant the next match that he duplicated, which I think was I don't remember the matches. Anyway, whatever it was, he got them both right, but since he duplicated, that second match that took place later in the night did not count. So he lost out on those points, and it would have been his 4-point match. So technically, he missed out on 4 points there. He didn't use 4 in his scoring. So again, it would not have made the difference if he would have got those 4 points. It would have been much closer. But either way, Super Hippo did win. He was going to win, and he did successfully defend his title. But right after the match, if you come on down here and read some of the write-up, I had a long one here. I had a lot of fun with this one. If you read the write-up, after the match, Jay Scott, who was victorious earlier in the night against a former Top Lock contender, TB666, Jay Scott came in, interfered, or didn't interfere. He came in and jumped Super Hippo after the match and held the title up. We have an article about it, by the way, in case you don't know. It's up on jobberradio.com on the homepage here. Jay Scott makes a statement. You need to check it out. You need to read it. I put my little amazing Photoshop skills to the test there and put the Top Lock title in Adam Cole's hands there. But take a read. It's some fun stuff. So anyway, adding some more kayfabe into it. But now Super Hippo will go on later on to defend his title against Jay Scott. Again, more on that later. So, since Bastion was a no-show, he was supposed to face Tino to settle the score from SummerSlam. But since he no-showed and Crimson Cyborg no-showed, I threw 3J Platinum in the place there since his partner no-showed. So, anyway, Tino defeated 3J Platinum. Pretty solid win there, 42 points. If you don't factor in Superhero's Top Lock extra point score, Tino would have had the highest score on the night. But Super Hippo was the one that ended up with the high score with 44 technically. So Tino, again, Mr. Money in the Bank. Tino, unstoppable. Who's going to put that guy down? It's going to be tough. I'm not even going to lie. It's going to be tough. We're going to have the rematch later on against Bastion. So here it was, our first ever title change. Our first ever title change in the JRPL. We had Crofty defending her Ultraviolent Championship against Captain Charisma in a hardcore match. And Captain Charisma won the number one contender match at SummerSlam in that 5-way Ultimate X match. So he definitely earned his way into this match. He's been on fire. And this goes everybody who's down on like, oh, I can't win. I'm not doing good. Captain Charisma, I believe, started 0-4, maybe 0-5, and he has turned it around. He's won, I think, 5 of his last 6. That just goes to show you, keep with it. Keep with the JRPL. You're going to turn things around eventually as long as you don't get too down on yourself. I'm talking to you, legit boss. You know what I'm talking about. But, yes, Captain Charisma came in with a dominant 20-point victory over Crofty here, becoming the second ever Ultraviolent champion. And that's another title to the ranks of the Regulators. Now, all 3 members of the Regulators, we got 3J Platinum, Crimson Cyborg, and now Captain Charisma, all holding gold. That is a deadly trio. That is good stuff right there. Congrats to all 3 of you guys. Moving on, we had the match to try to settle the score. Cam Popplestone going against Tom in an Iron Man match. Tom lost at SummerSlam. He demanded a rematch against Cam Popplestone. Cam Popplestone said, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give you one more shot, and I'm going to name the match. He picked Iron Man match, and look what happened. A 8-5 victory. If you don't know the rules, hop in the rules. We got a page somewhere. Hover over Prediction League, and then go over to rules and match stipulations, and then right in here, click that, and it'll tell you the rules to the Iron Man match. And if you read those rules or you know the rules, 8-5, there were 8 matches on the card. Tom got 8. Yeah, he did pretty good. Tom got the win. Both guys showed a little bit of respect after the fact, and it looks like they're going to go their separate ways here, but who knows? They're 1-1 against each other, so maybe down the road We'll see if they try to really get that rubber match going. But for right now, it looks like they nodded to each other. If you go down in here and read some of that, basically they came to an agreement. You know what? You beat me, I beat you. Let's end it for right now. So moving on, we had the death match. We had Broken Nerd defeating the leader of the Solution, Woody. These guys got into a Twitter war. Of course, Woody get involved with somebody on Twitter. Big surprise there. He likes to run his mouth, in case you didn't know. But yes, all he did was run his mouth, and he got a 5-point defeat against Broken Nerd, who has been struggling. That was the big surprise here. Broken Nerd was a big underdog in this match, but he came in, he did everything he needed to do, and he picked up the win. The second ever death match, actually, in JRPL history, goes to Broken Nerd. Now, Woody kind of got the egg on his face right now. We're going to see how he recovers going into the next pay-per-view. Then we had Matt Zion pick up a big, look at that, 40 points out of Zion. I believe he got every match correct. I believe he did. I'm pretty sure he picked every match correct. And going against Tagaby, who's been a proven competitor, but 34, again, not a bad score, but just not going to be enough when your opponent gets every match right, which Zion did. So, of course, yes, he picked Enzo to beat Neville. Not many people did that, but he was one of them. And then we already kind of talked about it. Jay Scott defeated TB666, and now he's #1 contender for the Top Lock title. And then here comes my match. Me Bomber versus Legit Boss 2K. Both of us are kind of had a winning streak coming into this match, and it was a hardcore match, by the way. Meaning if you got your matches wrong, you lost points. So, Legit Boss, I believe, was on a 2-match winning streak. I was on a 4-match winning streak, and I picked up the win here, 34-16. Pretty big win, if I don't say so myself. I think I got every match right except for the Neville match, which brought my score down quite a bit, but because I put a lot on Neville, as everybody I think did. But that puts me at 5 wins in a row, and I mean, I don't want to be the guy that like puts myself in title matches because I'm like running the thing, so I don't want to make it look like I'm just putting myself in big opportunities. But I'm just gonna say this. If I win my next match, I'm getting a title shot at something, all right? So I'm coming somewhere for somebody's title if I win at Hell in a Cell. So you better be ready for that. That'll be 6 in a row. I think I earned my shot. But, again, we'll see what happens. Oh Hi Joey defeated Jonathan C.T. Martin, who actually I saw has been worried about, hey, why am I not on the main card? Why am I not on the main card? He's been right on the first. He's usually been on the top match of the kickoff show several times now. He's been performing good, but gets the loss here to Oh Hi Joey, who's one of those guys that's making waves without really being recognized. So you need to watch out for Oh Hi Joey. He's coming for a title sometime soon. Look out. And speaking of coming for a title, guys, Gourds beat Joe Blow. Big score here, 39-35. Joe Blow, definitely a worthy competitor. He usually puts up good numbers, and you got to have a really good night to beat Joe Blow, and Gourds had exactly that. Picked up the win and moves on in his JRPL career. Let's just call it that. So here's the other big match on the card that we have to highlight. Jut Jut 9 defeated Peanut. Huge win here. Big win. Jut Jut 9, almost unstoppable. The only match he lost was a triple threat match where Jay Scott picked up the win. So the only person to beat him is Jay Scott. And if you read the little write-up, there was a big I don't know what you want to call it, brawl. Everybody came down to the ring. A big scuffle at the very end of the show during the main event here. And we had the regular 3J Platinum come out. Captain Crispin came out. They were facing off against the Solution. And then the guy that came out, first of all, Cam Popplestone came out. He took a lot of the Solution out, but he couldn't take them all out. He couldn't take John out. And then, and only then, did Jut Jut 9 come out, and he decked John, but before he could hit his finisher, Woody and I believe Tino pulled him out of the ring, saved his life pretty much. So John and Jut Jut 9 are going to be going toe-to-toe for that world title at... Sorry, I'm talking way too much and not breathing as much. No wonder why I always have a sore throat after these things. Okay. There we go. That might help out. But they're going to be going toe-to-toe for the world title at Hell in a Cell. So that's going to be huge. the Shockmaster defeated Junction by 1 point. And I like triple and quadruple and check this so many times because both of these guys really usually do really good, and they both did bad, and they only finished by 1 point. Very strange, but the Shockmaster gets the win over Junction, who now, guys, huge skid. Junction started out his career in the JRPL 4-0. He has now lost his last 5 matches. He is 4-5. You talk about struggle bus. Junction is on the struggle bus, folks, but all you need to do is step it up, and you will move back on up the rankings. But for right now, Junction, he's almost, it looks like he's in the doghouse right now. It looks like he's getting jobbed out in the JRPL. But the Finn picked up his first ever win against the Green Machine. Again, Green Machine, up, he's down, up, he's down. He's the ultimate teeter-totter guy that goes up, gets a big win, then takes a big loss, then takes a big win, then takes another loss. But the Finn moves on to 1-2-1 on his career in the JRPL. We'll see where it goes from here. He's going to have another opportunity at Hell in a Cell. And then speaking of first ever wins, the Outsiders, Lee and Scott, got their first ever tag team win. I think they're 1-4 now, maybe 1-3 as a tag team, against Otis and Wookie, who took their first tag team loss. And it was a close match. It was within 10. But now Otis and Wookie, who've been claiming all over Twitter that they're going to be going for the tag team titles, they took the loss. We're going to see how they can rebound, and we'll see where the Outsiders go after their win here. Banksy got the big 1 point win over Peanut Is My Bitch 69, who is I wouldn't say main eventer, but he's a middle to a good upper card competitor. And Banksy's been struggling, so this is a big win. And you know what? Peanut Is My Bitch had duplicating picks, just like Redhead did. But in Redhead's case, it didn't cost him the match. In this case, Peanut Is My Bitch 69 lost because of duplicating picks. Guys, I can't stress it enough. You need to watch your picks. Just make sure, it doesn't take long. Just go through, make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through, and you're good to go. Rounding out the bottom of the card here, Rab picked up a victory over Victor Green. Another 1 point win there, just like the last match. So Rab moves on up the card. Ash, who's been struggling, got a win over Cm Carlito, who was, I don't know, if you want to call him the resident jobber of the JRPL. He got 2 of his last 2 matches were wins. So just when it looked like he was stepping it up, he was going to move right back up the ranks, kind of like Captain Charisma did, he got shut down by Ash. So we're going to see if Ash can keep the momentum going, and we're going to see if Cm Carlito can rebound and maybe win 3 of his last 4 matches, which is pretty freaking good. Going on here, speaking of jobbing out, man, Vitamin Yes, unfortunately, we talk about struggle buses. He's on it as well. He is right there riding shotgun with Junction. Vitamin Yes, really struggling. He's only got 1 win. I think he's 1-6, maybe 1-7. I'm not 100% on that, but somewhere around that record. And Accelerator 27 didn't start out very hot, but he has been putting together some wins. He's starting to get a little rally going behind him. So we're going to see where he goes after this win. And then, unfortunately, Cross got put in another triple threat match. It wasn't planned. This was not a planned match. It was supposed to be Cross versus Alaska Brown and Buck N5 versus the Salami Slinger, actually. The Salami Slinger was a no-show, so I had to put Buck N5 in a match. And if you look at the card, it would have turned one of these matches into a triple threat. I said, you know what? Since it was at the bottom, both matches were the last 2 matches on the card. I said, you know what? Let me just throw it into the very bottom match. Not even thinking about how many triple threat matches I put Cross in. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, it happened again. And Cross would have got the win over Alaska Brown, but he did not beat Buck N5, who is a very worthy competitor. I'm a little bit higher up on the card than these two, so I'm sorry that happened, guys. But Buck N5 got the win, and that rounds out pretty much the bottom of the card. And go in here, look at all these achievements. Everybody was racking up achievements at this show. So go in here, read these, read this, read everything if you haven't seen it yet. And the highest possible score was 48. So if you look at the guys that got 40 points and above, amazing night at No Mercy. But that was No Mercy. Let's do a little quick rundown. I did spend a lot of time on that, so sorry if this video is getting a little long. But let's talk about the big Hell in a Cell. You're going to scroll down, click on JRPL events. Or if you don't know how to navigate the web page, all you got to do is hover over Prediction League at the top, and it's going to be right there. So, anyway, Hell in a Cell, October 8th is coming up. I don't know if this card, yeah, that's pretty much what I got on there for right now. It'll be updated later on. So, in the main event, we're talking the first ever Hell in a Cell match. It's going to be John defending his title against Jut9, who completely caught him off guard and wiped him out at No Mercy. We're going to see if Jut9 can keep his momentum going and dethrone John, who has... Let's just straight up say it. He's got the most wins. He's got the most points overall. John is dominated in the JRPL right now. So Jut9 has his hands full, but John has his hands full because nobody, I don't think, on the roster is as hot right now as Jut9, besides maybe that guy named Bomber, who's got 5 straight wins. But anyway, we're gonna go on to the next match, which is kind of what I already talked about. Seems like an hour ago now. That's how long this video has been going. But the Regulators, Crimson Cyborg and 3J Platinum, will defend their titles against The Solution and Beer Me Jesus. I need to put that other little bracket on there. Princey. But anyway, as I already said, unfortunately, the Regulators are going to start this match with 10 points down because of Crimson Cyborg's no-show. But hey, who knows? Is Crimson Cyborg even going to show up for this one? If he doesn't, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to have to do it, guys. I'm going to make it a handicap match. I'm going to have both Solution members going against 3J Platinum if Crimson Cyborg is a no-show. And somebody has suggested how a handicap match will work, and I like that idea. So if Crimson Cyborg doesn't show up, we're going to implement the first ever handicap match, as well as the first ever Hell in a Cell. We're making history, folks. But we'll see if Crimson Cyborg shows up. It's all going to come down in the news article that you guys are going to have to come back to the website and find out later on. But moving on, we kind of also talked about this match already. Jay Scott came in and attacked Super Hippo from behind, held his title up right over here on the side. You can see, if you want to read the article, it's right there. Keep up with the latest JRPL news. It's got Jay Scott coming in, attacking him, lifting the title up, looking at it, saying, you know what? The title is mine. I've worked hard enough. It is my title. I don't care. He basically said, I don't have a streak to break because I've already lost, so I got nothing to lose, Super Hippo. I got nothing to lose. I'm coming here and I'm taking that title, and we're going to see how it goes down. And then we got Tino versus Bastion. It was supposed to happen at No Mercy. It's going to happen at Hell in a Cell as long as Bastion shows up. Who knows? Bastion is missing just the same as Crimson Cyborg is. Who knows? We might have to arrange another match in here. We're going to find out. Again, hey, I'm teasing it all day long, baby. You got to come back to the website, jobberradio.com, and read the news article that says, hey, where's Bastion? Where's Crimson Cyborg? And then Captain Charisma, the brand new Ultraviolent champion, defending his title against Buck and 5, who has hardcore match experience. She was in the finals of the tournament of, wait, no. Did I say that right? No, that was Tagby. I'm sorry. She fought Crofty in the semifinals of the Tournament of Death. That's what it was. And so she has that experience, but this is going to be a death match, guys. That means if you get a match incorrect, you lose double the points. You got to be extremely careful in a death match, guys. We're going to see who walks out with the title. Will it be Captain Charisma, or will Buck and 5 become the third Ultraviolent champion? And just like Crofty, make the current champion go without a single title defense. We're going to see what happens there. And then you talk about two heavy hitters, guys. TB666 going against Modstep. Modstep just failed to achieve the world title. TB666 has been in title contention already in the past. We're going to see where they shape up going one-on-one, toe-to-toe in this big, it's just a high-profile match. Nothing really special about it. Just two guys near the top of the card, seeing where they go. And then we got the #1 contenders match for the Top Lock Championship. Gourds versus Oh Hi Joey versus the Shockmaster. All three of these guys were victorious at No Mercy, and we're going to see how they fare here in a triple threat environment. The winner will go on to face the winner of Super Hippo and Jay Scott. So a lot on the line. I don't have to tell you that. It's obvious right there in that little bracket right there. All right, so Woody versus Cam Popplestone. let's just be honest. Woody was not happy about Cam Popplestone putting his nose where it didn't need to be at the end of No Mercy. So the leader of the solution says, you know what, Cam Popplestone, you want to come out during my stables time? Well, let's see what happens. 1-on-1, Hell in a Cell. Let's see what happens at Hell in a Cell, not in a Hell in a Cell match. Don't get it twisted, people. But we're going to see who gets the win there. Big match. And then one of the Jobber Radio featured matches, I guess, because there's 2 Jobber Radio matches here. Me versus Peanut. And later on, I'm just going to talk about it right now. Matt Zion and Rab versus Lee and Scott. I said, you know what? We haven't really had a lot of Jobber Radio on Jobber Radio action here. I think Lee and Matt Zion fought one time, but that was it. So I said, how about a Hell in a Cell? We all just face each other. So since Lee and Scott are a tag team, I said, you know what? Let's make Matt Zion and Rab a tag team. They're kind of best friends. It's no surprise. They're kind of best friends. And me and Peanut absolutely hate each other. We got the former host of Jobber Radio versus the current host of Jobber Radio. So that's going to be a fun match. And rounding out the bottom of the main card, Jonathan C.T. Martin gets his spot that he's been complaining and whining and bitching about. Hey, you know what? This is your opportunity, bro. This is it. You versus Redhead 12. Well, you know what? You had a chance. But now Redhead 12, we know how solid Redhead 12 is. Prove me wrong, Jonathan C.T. Martin, but I think you're a big underdog in this one. But, hey, if anybody's going to do it, I know you've been putting up big numbers. Go for it, bud. And then we got Crofty. Man, talk about falling from grace, guys. Crofty, the ultra-violent champion, falling off the main card and on the top match of the kickoff show here, going against the Salami Slinger, who was a no-show. Hopefully Salami Slinger shows up for this one. If not, guess what? Crofty will be thrown in another match. Because if you show up, you're going to be given a match. And we already talked about Matt Zion and Rab versus Lee and Scott. And then we have Otis and Wookie again. AHMF. I always have a hard time saying that. The awesome hooded motherfuckers going against Otis and Wookie. They awesome hooded motherfuckers just had a chance at the title and it slipped right through their fingers. But a big win here against Otis and Wookie will knock them right back up in the rankings because, hey, the tag team division is not that deep. We got about 5 teams. You know what? Depending on how I'm going to talk to Matt Zion and Rab. If they really like being on a team, who knows? We might have 6 teams in the tag team division. But again, we're looking for tag teams. If you want to be in a team, comment in the comment section below, and I'm going to try to make it happen. Then we got Broken Nerd going against Vitamin Yes. Broken Nerd has been struggling, but he did get that big win over Woody. We're going to see if he can keep that going against Vitamin Yes, who is still struggling. And then Victor Green versus Cross. Guys, I'm not going to touch this match. Cross, you're getting your single match here. Even if Victor Green no-shows, I'll put you in another singles match. I'll adjust the card. I'm not going to put you in another triple threat match for a while. I promise, okay? If I do, you know what? Just complain about it on Twitter like everybody else does because I'm the worst. And then we got Alaska Brown going against Tom. First time meeting between these guys. Tom got the big win in the Iron Man match. We're going to see if he can keep that momentum going against Alaska Brown, who, let's just face it, I know he's trying. I know he is. I talk to him. He's my friend in real life. I talk to him all the time. He's trying. He is. But he's hasn't been doing that great. We're going to see if he can get a win here. And then we got Ash versus Accelerator. I know these guys are all at the bottom of the card, but all you got to do is keep the wins going. And Accelerator and Ash both got a win at the last show at No Mercy. So a win here will be a second match in a row that they get a win. They're going to move their way up. Let's see who gets the win. Just don't get a no contest, guys. Don't tie, please. And then right now, rounding out the bottom of the card, we got the Finn versus Cm Carlito. The Finn looking for his second win. Cm Carlito looking for his third win in 4 matches, which would be huge. A lot riding on both of those guys to see who gets that big win. And then still scheduled to appear a couple other names. We got Junction, Tagaby, Legit Boss 2K. And I think there's a couple others. I just don't have the pictures in there because I do this off the top of my head. I just kind of add what I can remember. But anyway, you guys will all be given a match. Of course, you will. And it will be on the undercard, but it's all good because that's what you got to do. Show them how you do business. Get some wins. Legit Boss, stop being so sad because you've lost a couple matches in the WWE pay-per-views because you're doing good. I don't think you've lost a Ring of Honor show. I don't think you've lost a NXT show. And your record's not that bad compared to a lot of people on here. But, hey, keep your chin up, kid. But anyway, that is Hell in a Cell right now, guys. We have a lot of shows coming up. I don't have any added right now. I will add them soon down here at the bottom. I know we got TLC coming up. We got another house show, Bound for Glory, coming up. We got Survivor Series coming up. We have whatever the fuck the December show is going to be. What is the December show going to be? Clash of Champions, I think. I think that's what it is. And I think we have one more Ring of Honor pay-per-view house show coming up in December. So a lot still coming up before we close out 2017, and we're going to see how things build up. But I just want to do a little deep tease for you again, because I'd like to tease you. I'd like to throw a little tease out there. Guys, the Royal Rumble, we're not that far away. We're a couple months out from the Royal Rumble. I'm going to make sure that is one of the funnest pay-per-views that we've had yet in the JRPL. I'm going to do I wanted to do a live stream or just a video of me pulling all the name. I'm going to have everybody's name in like a bucket or a hat or whatever, every superstar. And I'm going to pull out 30, and that are going to be our Rumble entrants. It's going to be in order. So I'm going to do the order of the Royal Rumble entry. I don't know if it's going to be live. I want to do it live on Twitch. We'll see. Or I'll just do a video of it. Either way, you'll be able to watch it. I think it'll be more fun if everybody can interact, I guess. But let me know in the comment section if that's something you want to see and like be a part of, and like watching it on Twitter and talking trash with all the JRPL guys in there. Could be a lot of fun. Let me know if that's something you want, or if it's just like, you know what, I ain't got time for that. Just throw it in a video. I just want to do it like that. Either way, I'm going to do it on something. So you're going to see it somewhere if you want. I don't want to look like, oh, he rigged it. No, I'm doing the shit live or on video. You're going to see no cheating involved. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But Hell in a Cell, I got a lot planned for that. I know for the bonus questions, I'm going to do a lot of bonus questions as far as, hey, who's going to be entrant number 7? Get like 5 bonus points or something like that. But there's a lot of possibilities we can have for the Royal Rumble predictions. If you got any ideas, hey, throw them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to, if any good ideas come through, add them to the card. Whatever works, guys. I'm definitely willing to any and all suggestions in the JRPL. We're still relatively new here, and we're just finding our way. But these are a lot of fun, guys. I hope you're enjoying them. I am enjoying them quite a bit. It is a lot of work, but hey, it's fun. It's all in good fun. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys at Hell in a Cell. We'll have a recap of that once that show's done. And best of luck to everybody, and especially all you guys in title matches, because, hey, if I beat Peanut, I swear to God, I'm coming for somebody's title. I don't care whose it is. I'm coming for somebody's title. Somebody's title. I don't know whose it's going to be, but I'm coming for a title somewhere along the line. So be ready, guys. All right, that's it for real. I'm out. See you guys. Bye.